What's going on, everybody? I hope you're all well, and welcome back to Dragon Age Awakening. Now, we did pick up a lot of things over the last couple episodes. We have some quests for Vigil's Keep. We have It Comes From Beneath. Check back with Sergeant Mavalies. That's going to take a while. Brewing Conspiracy is always going to take a while. We gotta head to Amaranthine for that. We'll be doing that much later. Trade Must Flow, which is find merchants for Vigil's Keep. We just have to keep our eyes open for that as we progress. Elemental Requirements is mineral deposits. We'll be getting that as we progress. Now, far afield, we have to travel to the Turnoble Estate. We will for sure do that. And we also have a daughter ransomed, which is go to Forlorn Cove. Now, we're finally wrapped up with things here at the keep, so we do have the perfect opportunity to go ahead and explore Amaranthine now. So, for reference, we are up here by the ocean. You see north is to the Free Marches down here. After River is down here, and the Benorn is right down here. So, Ferelden is down this ways. That's where Ferelden is. We're in the top right by the ocean. Brandel's Reach up there. So we have Forlorn Cove, that's the ransom. We have the city of Amaranthine, and we do have the Turnoble Estate. So let's knock off some of these side quests first, and then we'll go to Amaranthine, because we need to talk to some hunters there anyway. They found a passage into the deep roads, so we'll finish up in Amaranthine. But first, Turnoble Estate. For generations, the Turnobles have been among Amaranthine's most prosperous farming families. Their estates cover countless acres in the southern Faravel Plains. And we spawn right into a Darkspawn ambush, so they weren't kidding when they said they had a problem up here. I almost called Ogren Alistair right there when I was lining his taunt though. Not used to Ogren being our thing. He's definitely fit for purpose though. Stocky little guy.
Rest in peace.
Something like that, although I wouldn't worry too much about the funeral rites for the Darkspawn. Ogre right there. Okay, there is an emissary, so you already know.
I'll do it.
Get rid of that emissary for me. Thank you. Right, you're gonna do that. Ogre, and I need you back here. I'm gonna have to pull the ogre. Get this Genlock out of here first. Beautiful. It's these snipers left.
You'll be a fine
You get him, I'll get the Genlock.
Let's get started.
You can run, but you can't hide. Now, I did notice there is a little Darkspawn ambush up here. They're not very active right now, so you go ahead and hold this fireball for me. There's an emissary down there too, so while we're there, you don't have to worry about getting up, you can just die for me. There we go. I'm gonna assume that my party members will be okay to handle whatever's back here. Somebody called the Rain of Arrows ability on us. That did all kinds of damage. Alas, they're all dead. And there's managed to fall over during that, so get rid of your injury. Here's the good Templar that the Codex mentioned they had checking in on them. Storm Chaser boots. It seems we didn't get here in time for the Turnobles. It's actually a significant loss. It's one of the major farming families like we just read. Good wife Volena Turnoble.
Right.
Chastened arms, diamond, and 14 almost sovereigns. Definitely put that to good use. Now, I'm not actually sure. Perhaps if you come here beforehand, because we did do a lot of stuff down in Vigil's Keep after we picked this quest up. And a lot of times things in Origins will work in a way to where if you grab it and you go right away, you'll get a different outcome sometimes. So I'm not sure if there is any kind of different outcome to the Turnoble Estate, alas. Too late for that now. We didn't get here in time to save these nobles. Here we are at the old chantry.
Another step and poor Lady Eileen dies.
That's not going to be how that
Bensley?
goes.
The deal was he'd give us the money himself.
Let's see. You won't see a sovereign until I see the girl.
Orc, show her.
interesting to know there's no E on the end of that, so it's not our hawk from Dragon Age 2.
Hand over the gold. Now.
Send the girl first, then I give you the money.
Orc, send her over. The money. Now.
Unfortunately, you are foolish enough to send the girl, so no. That girl was the only thing keeping you alive.
Defend yourselves, men.
The irony. Defend yourselves, he says.
Senses tingling.
Well, that won't be happening, needless to say.
You'll never know what hit him.
Because mass paralysis is going to go off, and now they're all going to have a very bad day.
Only one shall stand.
That's his head.
You're gonna get yours. It's music.
And now his friends are going to join him in the after.
Let's make it quick, shall we?
This guy next. Sigrun can take that 1v1.
It's either you or me, and
Beautiful.
it's gonna be me.
Thank the Maker, thank you. I thought I was going to die.
Mosley the Snake, he had Tooth of the Mountain Father. Pretty good damage-wise. It's at 720 and it has a +1, so it's actually at 820. 2 fire damage and 2.5 armor pen. A very good dagger. Now, of course, I could have paid them and they could have gone on their merry way, but they're bad people. They kidnap people for hostages. It would be a blight on Ferelden to leave that there, and I am here to clean Amaranthine up. No doubt he had something to do with how, I'm sure somewhere down the line. Probably did some work for him. But I'm here to fix Amaranthine up. I'm not here to encourage behavior like that. They will be heading to the afterlife with no exceptions. Now, we do have a point. I suppose we'll just keep on going down the shadow line. I would like the passive here for shadow striking, so keep going on down. Sigrun did get another level up too, so we'll give you 26 will. And I guess here, since you are tanking for us now, I'll bump up your dexterity. We could give you more shield abilities. You're not high enough level for the last one in Guardian just yet. No need for Berserker since you're a designated tank now, so yeah, we'll just give him more shield abilities. Give him more stuns to pop. I'm gonna drop a save. And now we get to finally visit Amaranthine briefly. I'm not gonna be here much, I'm simply gonna dip in and talk to the hunters and then dip out. There's a lot of side quests in here that can break if you don't bring specific parties in, so I'm not gonna be looking around here too much. Just here for the hunters, then we'll be on our merry way. We will make sure we cover the city of Amaranthine completely. We will be here. Just not yet. Can I get this without walking around?
It's the Warden Commander. The rumors about you did not overstate it.
We'll deal with him at a later date. I want to loot all these things first. We have some shady businessman there trying to get our attention. We're not too worried about him. Clearly a rogue of some kind. Shady character. He'll be available and likely on our shit list much later actually. Here's Micah and Colbert. Now pulling up the quest log, the main plot, Last of the Legion. Talk to Colbert about his discovery. Captain Garaville reported that 2 hunters stumbled upon what seems to have been a cave full of Darkspawn. He suggested that you see whether there's any truth to the matter. Colbert and his friend are in the city of Amaranthine. And indeed they are.
I'm all that's left of my family. My wife, my son.
A lot of leftover damage from the blight, no doubt. The tree here.
Ah, can you smell that? That is the smell of freedom. It comes complete with the smell of dogs and dust, but the freedom is in there too.
Often how it is. Let's see. You think being a Grey Warden is freedom?
I may not have a choice about fighting the Darkspawn, but this is a step up for me. I escaped from the tower 7 times. After the last time, they put me in solitary confinement for a year. Eventually, I'm sure they would have branded me a Maleficar, true or not, and executed me.
Well, if they didn't do it after the 7, I'm sure it would have taken a lot more. Was the Circle of Magi so bad?
The problem is that mages are tolerated, barely. It's like you need permission to be alive. There's nothing a mage can do to prove himself. Everyone needs to be protected from you. The end.
That's not how that works. That's not... That's literally not how the circle works. He has complete opposite opinions to everything Wynn has ever told us about the circle. I mean, look at Dagnar, Irving. We even know the Knight Commander Gregor. His view of all this is very skewed. He simply resents that he has to live in the circle. There has to be a better way.
The Tevinter Imperium has a better way, but we know how that argument flies around here.
And the
All I
mask
want
slips
is
off.
A pretty girl, a decent meal, and the right to shoot lightning.
He wants to be like the
fools.
Tevinter Imperium. He doesn't want mage freedom, he wants mage supremacy. Tevinter Imperium is founded upon blood magic and slavery. He wants Ferelden to be like Tevinter. You just see what kind of a person he is. Anders is an asshole, a giant hypocrite, and I hate almost everything about him. Even just his opinions in this game, you can kind of see what's wrong with him. With power comes responsibility.
Does it also come with suspicion, condemnation, and the loss of all personal freedom? Never mind me.
You seem to
Now
have a
and again, I
significant
recall
amount of
that I'm
personal
not
freedom,
sitting in a
actually.
cell and I have to smile. That's all.
Didn't you escape 7 times and continue to escape afterwards with barely any consequence? Aren't you here right now? You seem to have quite a lot of personal freedoms, but of course he has to blow everything out of proportion to make his perspective sound more important and viable. He's actually just full of shit. Both of these hunters anyway.
Hey, what are you staring at? Looking to start something?
Are you the hunter who found an entrance to the deep roads?
Oh, here to investigate the chasm, are you? It's about time. I can't take all the credit for finding the rift, you know. Mika here fell in first.
Fell in. Tell me what happened.
Well, it's quite a ways out of town. We were tracking a buck off in that direction, you see, before this Darkspawn mess. We'd been on his tail for about a week at that point. I'd wager he thought it was great fun leading us on a merry chase as he did.
And the chasm.
Oh, the chasm, yes. We saw it coming over a rise. It was really something to behold. A huge cleft, as though the Maker himself had cracked the earth in two, like an egg.
I like eggs.
It looked like someone had tried to build over it, but it must have been abandoned a long time ago. No one in town knew about it.
Your Dalish friend is a little slow, isn't he? What happened then?
Well, of course, we had to investigate. That was when Mika fell in. A shriek like you wouldn't believe, and he was gone.
Earth crumbled, not stable.
Right. And as Mika lay there yelling about his knee or his head or what have you, the Darkspawn appeared.
Looks like you survived.
We got lucky. They seemed occupied, like they had someplace really important they had to be. Didn't notice us at all, thank the Maker.
The Darkspawn was so occupied as to overlook 2 screaming injured men. Boggles the mind.
I marked the chasm on my map so we could avoid it, but sounds like you want to know where it is, so here you go. So, we getting anything for our trouble?
They want something, huh? Thank you. Here are some silvers.
Thanks. This'll get me good and drunk at the inn. Take my mind off the trouble out there.
No problem. I'll pay him a little something something. Could have given him a sovereign, but I don't think their little story about hunting a deer was worth that much. Now, we will be back to Amaranthine, but we have priorities. Alright, so just briefly, I am going to dip back into Vigil's Keep, just to check. We won't be staying here too long, but I am going to just look at something.
Just give me a moment.
We do. Alright. Letters for the Commander. Bensley's gratitude. Commander, I write to you with a full heart. My beloved Eileen speaks endlessly of your prowess and ample virtues. Please accept these sovereigns in gratitude for your assistance. Sir Edgar Bensley. Of course, we will gladly take the 10 sovereigns off his hands. Now let's talk to Sergeant Maverleys real
The men are
fast.
still clearing the rubble in the basement. They'll be finished soon.
Alright, now all that being said, we are about ready to head to Knotwood Hills. Hunters occasionally venture to the Knotwood Hills to stalk the rich wildlife, but otherwise, this remote edge of the Arling is untouched by civilization. Not untouched by the Darkspawn Horde, it seems. Huge crack down into the deep roads somewhere in here.
Warden senses.
What do we have here? Is that our friend? Lots of bandits here. I thought that was Lady Tamra for a second, but it doesn't look like it is. Argentine. No whip Warcraft. Anders. Do that for me. Nathaniel's already ripping a scatter shot, so we're gonna let that go off. Now you're gonna attack here. Beautiful. Beautiful mass paralysis goes off without a hitch. Once these are dead, we'll go deal with the back line of the archers over there. And it's all over for you guys. Nathaniel's pretty good with his bow.
Thank you, kind sir. Take this pouch of coins in return. But now I'm off to Vigil's Keep.
Off to Vigil's Keep, you say? Are you a merchant? Well, it seems like we just got a new vendor for our castle. That's good. Seems like Darkspawn aren't the only things they have to be wary of out here in Amaranthine. It's ripe with bandits, too. Trying to clean as much of this up as we can. My alling now, so I'm not going to be allowing scum like this to operate on my lands. Okay, that is all we have here. I'm going to drop a save quickly. Let's press on. Here we are in the Knotwood Hills. Creepy looking place already, isn't it? The Barriscon, that's one of the Darkspawn corrupted bears. These things are not to be played games with, so we're going to get him down as fast as we can. Yeah, Barriscon are tough. You do not want to mess around with those. Did notice some things up on the top of this hill that I want to go check out first. 2 hangmen. Oh, there immediately. They just want the smoke, huh?
Right.
When I saw hangmen, I was maybe thinking something official, but it seems they're just bandits. Trying to add us to the rope too, just because we caught them in the act, I assume. The note reads, "This is what happens to filthy adulterers." So I would assume this man cheated on the sister, sibling. And this, they decided to string him up. That's hardly justice, I think. Now, there can be a lot of things for cheating. Cheating is a very, very bad thing. It's definitely reprehensible, but I'm not sure stringing somebody up in a tree for that is the right play. The only justice there, it seems, is the fact that we killed them for doing what they did. I already see some of the dwarven craftsmanship here. Looks like the earth above, maybe an earthquake, it just collapsed into the Deep Roads tunnel.
I fell down a flight of stairs once. They looked much like this particular set of stairs.
Try and keep you cool. You can.
You seem rather attached to that cat, Anders.
It's more that he's rather attached to me.
Right.
Found so lot.
He's definitely not attached to the kitty. Discarded letter. Hero's lava burst, that's for Sigrun.
Isn't that name a little
A thirsty companion.
ridiculous?
What do you think I should call him? Frederick?
There are worse names, I suppose.
Frederick. Frederick the Grey Warden cat. That's not bad, it has a certain ring to it, I suppose. Deep Stalkers, we know and love these enemies. I'm gonna bring all my companions back here to me.
I'll take care of it.
Anders, is there a reason why you're back here? Alone. Just getting hammered by Deep Stalkers. There's the mass paralysis that he casted. Although I think that was a little overkill. There was only like 3 left by the time he got that off. We did kill those Deep Stalkers very quickly, actually. Micah's Lucky Deerfoot. I wonder if we can take that back to the elven friend. We did get a quest called Lucky Charms, so it seems like we would be able to head down into the deep. Place already looks like a barrel of fun. Now, the very creepy nature of what we just saw is we know why Darkspawn like to take females back into the deep roads without killing them. It's so that they can turn them into brood mothers, so Sigrun was about to have a very bad day before we arrived. Definitely a fate worse than death. Likely why she grabbed her weapon, rather die than be taken off by the Darkspawn. I'm not gonna revisit Hesper's poem too much, but you know what they were planning on doing with her right there. And it wasn't good.
Well, that was close. For a moment there, I thought I was really about to join the Legion of the Dead.
Are you alright?
I might have cracked a rib, but it's hard to be sure. Everything hurts.
Well, based on what she said, it sounds like she's Legion. Why were the Darkspawn after you?
I'm sure they intended to turn me into a brood mother. They do that with females, and Darkspawn are nothing if not predictable. Anyway, I can't chat for long. I should probably go back, as foolish as that sounds, see if there's anything I can do.
But she knows all about broodmothers already. Back where?
The old fortress of Calharol. There's something going on there. I think the Darkspawn are breeding an army. The Legion went to investigate, but Calharol proved too much for us. It was a massacre, and now I'm the only one left.
How did you get away?
When I saw my friends cut down, I got scared. I fled. The Darkspawn have changed. They're smart now. They destroyed the Legion. I saw them taking some of the women, and I wasn't about to stick around for that.
Then we immediately need to go down there and take care of this. I will fight with you. Together we can avenge the Legion.
What? Really? Did I mention Calharol was a death trap? Why do you want to do this?
I'm a Grey Warden.
Ah, my condolences. Let's not waste time. Calharol awaits, and Darkspawn, when left to their own devices, get up to all kinds of nonsense.
Indeed they do. Alright, Nathaniel, you've been pretty good so far, but we are going to dip you out. We have Sigrun to take in our party now. It'll be a very melee-heavy party build that we get going on here. So... actually, in hindsight, I might actually respec Sigrun into an archer. That way she can still fulfill our role, like Howard's doing. Already has 47 dexterity, which is very good. The 49 strength is way too much for her. Okay, we are going to do that. We are going to respec Sigrun. I did bring plenty of tomes out into the field, just for in case we decided to play around with our companions, so go ahead and respec her. Alright, Sigrun. So knowing that we're going to make her an archer, she is going to need like 42 dexterity at a minimum, 20 strength at a minimum for gear. She's going to need 18, let's make it 26 cunning, so that when we give her lethality, that carries over. You're going to need plenty of willpower to pop your abilities. E42 constitution. Oh, sorry, we're not going to give her any constitution. Definitely not 42. Right, let's do 46. 38, 42, 26, and for the last point we will dip that into dexterity. Now we'll give her assassin, we'll give her bard, and we'll give her shadow. Legionnaire scout I'm sure we'll unlock down here somewhere, but we won't be too interested in it. Now you can have these. We'll get you combat training. We'll pump your master clarity for your stamina bar. We are going to give you some survivability. And last but not least, I suppose we'll just finish off your stamina bar. You won't be able to fill out all your tactics anyways, even if you wanted to. Now, Bard, you're going to go up to Song of Courage. Assassin, you're going to get it all. We don't need you to lockpick anything, so we're just going to go down your archery line. And then we'll give you your Shadow Tree. And at this point, We just need to give you lethality and combat movement, and then you're pretty well off. We'll of course go ahead and make you not naked. You definitely don't need that. It's a tier 8 longbow. You can definitely take that. Now, do you have any armor? You can have the Felon's Coat or the Bear's Embrace. 315. Okay, we'll give you the Felon's Coat. She actually doesn't have much rogue armor she's able to use. We'll make it work though. Or strength for the lack of cunning. Spirit damage, cord resistance, ring of resistance. Go ahead and give her that. And in general, that's going to be kind of the best we can do for her. I'm going to go ahead and change our tactics up, so I'll be right back while I fix this. Alrighty, and that's Sigrun's tactics. She's loaded out pretty well. Too bad that I didn't have the foresight to bring gear for her, actually. I totally forgot that we would be picking her up right now, so... She's going to be shoeless for a while, but that's not to worry. She has hobbit feet. I'm sure dwarves are used to walking around in the deep roads like that.
No,
Oh god.
I've never been this close to the surface.
Ogren, please. I can't deal with the... I can't deal with the Ogren Riz right now.
The name's Ogren, by the way, but the ladies pronounce it Ogren.
Okay. That's inspiring as always. Now we'll give you 54 and 43. We're still saving for Keeper. At this point, you can take max mana, and I suppose we'll just go on down the line and look for something. Death magic, affliction hex. Finally, he has telekinetic weapons, so we'll keep an eye on that. Actually, in spirit of this, let's just pop that right now. And I guess, since the next episode is Kal Harol, I think we'll just wrap the episode here, guys, and give Kal Harol its own show. So, thanks for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, leave a like and a comment. If you want to support the cause and help improve the channel, there is, as always, a tip link in the description below. Otherwise, stay tuned, and I'll see you guys soon with more Dragon Age Awakening. Take care, everybody. Have a good day.